Oh my god, no way. No way. I just know that the person who delivers mail to my apartment hates me. Unless they get paid per parcel, in which case they might be my #1 fan. These are some of my most highly anticipated books that are coming out this year, and I requested them from the publishers so that I could make some videos about them, make some reviews. And like, it's weird because I've never before requested a book. I sort of just hope that they will email me. So I recently decided to get over my fear of asking for things, and this is the result. So I wanted to show you, obviously publishers set aside a bunch of copies for reviewers, so I feel very, very grateful that they have sent me a copy of these books. And these are books that I would have bought anyway. I'm very excited because this right here is my summer reading. I'm so pumped about this. This one is Pieces of a Boy. Through the lens of adulthood and with a deeply unaffected bluntness that gives way to revelations and turn of phrase both profound and comic in turn, Sam Morris in this memoir exhumes difficult personal histories, reappraising the violences visited upon him and those around him by those around him. I thought this memoir sounded absolutely incredible. And so I think this is gonna be a tough read, but a good one. Oh my god, no way. No way. Intermezzo! Oh my goodness, Sally! This is my new prized possession. I'm not going anywhere without this, as of this moment. Oh my gosh. And we also have a quote from the book on the back. There is more to life than great chess. Okay, great chess is still a part of life, and it can be a very big part, very intense, satisfying, and pleasant to dwell on in the mind's eye, but nonetheless, life contains many things. Life itself, he thinks, every moment of life, is as precious and beautiful as any game of chess ever played, if only you know how to live. Sally, the Sally Rooney gods have blessed us. Oh my god. This is going to be the literary event of the year. I'm so excited and grateful to have a proof copy of this book. And the US cover is gorgeous too. The chess pieces with shadows of people. Wow. Which I guess shows you right on the cover that chess is going to be used as a metaphor for life in this book. Wow. Okay, this is one for the fans of Queen's Gambit. I am about to be so annoying. What have we got in here? Okay, let's have a look. Oh wow, this is huge. This is gonna keep me busy for some time. The Principle of Moments by Esme Jacqueline Pearson. A love letter to black readers of science fantasy, The Principle of Moments is a symphonic, century-spanning adventure. There we go. Cool. It's described as audaciously joyous and full of heart. Love the colors of the cover too. Wow. There are two in here. Aha, cult classic. And my favorite plant. You may have seen from a recent video that I made, I was showing my camera roll of all of the books that I wanted to buy. Because I don't know about anyone else, but when I'm in the bookstore, I'm just taking pictures of every book that sounds good. This one I thought would be really interesting with my writing because it is basically all about writers explaining the plants that they love. And I thought that, you know, in my writing, in my personal fiction writing, my personal creative writing, I often want to talk about plants, but I don't know enough about them. And I thought just reading this slim little volume would inform me a lot about different types of plants that you can kind of invoke in your writing. So that's so cool. And then Cult Classic is by Sloane Crosley. It's set in New York. One night in New York City's Chinatown, Lola is at a reunion dinner with former colleagues when she leaves to buy a pack of cigarettes. On her way back, she runs into an ex-boyfriend, and then another, and another. Nothing is quite what it seems as the city becomes awash with ghosts of heartbreaks past. That sounds like such a riot. I can't wait to read that. Cult Classic. Ah, wait, I don't like the material of that. You know when a material makes your skin crawl? Oh my god, why? This one, oh, very specific texture. Okay, let me pull the book out and get rid of it. There's one like really specific texture that like my whole body has goosebumps currently. Very grateful for the book, but oh my lord. Whoa. Oh, the book inside is also Sloane Crosley, same author. We have two books by the same person. This is her new one, Grief is for People. How do we live without the ones we love? Grief is for People is a deeply moving and suspenseful portrait of friendship and a book about loss that is profuse with life. Sloane Crosley is one of our most renowned observers of contemporary behaviour, and now the pathos that has been ever present in her trademark wit is on full display. After the pain and confusion of losing her closest friend to suicide, Crosley looks for answers in philosophy and art, hoping for a framework more useful than the unavoidable stages of grief. I saw this in the bookstore everywhere I went, and I was like, I need to read that, so I'm very grateful to have a copy. This is Old Enough by Haley Jacobson. Old Enough is full of growth, heartbreak, and winsome bisexual chaos. A novel for anyone who's lost a friend, found themselves, and survived their 20s. Old Enough is a gem. I am obsessed with that cover as well. That's like a cover that you want to be seen with. Like, you want to be walking around the city carrying that, and everyone's gonna think you're so cool. And I love book merch as well. I will never get over the fact that I didn't get the Sally Rooney bucket hat last time when she released Beautiful World, Where Are You? I'm still mourning the lack of Sally Rooney bucket hat in my life. So if you ever see one on eBay or anything like that, Depop, let me know. Help a brother out. Oh, my memory card's gonna die. 1 second. Okay, we're so back. Let's see, where was I? This one right here. This one is impenetrable without scissors. I just get afraid that I'm going to accidentally rip the book. Here we go. Okay, I feel like we're airlifting it out. Oh, it's I Have Some Questions For You. Why did I say it like that? I Have Some Questions For You by Rebecca Mackay. I actually listened to this one as an audiobook, and I really wanted a physical copy, so I'm very excited about that. It's like a true crime, returning to campus novel. Really, really good. I love Rebecca Mackay's writing. This and The Great Believers, so good. And she does a lot of talks in New York, and I go every time because I just want to be inside her brain, inside her mind. And she could publish her used toilet paper, I would still read it. Whoa, oh my gosh, there's so many books in here. Ooh. Okay, firstly, Osamu Dazai. I've already read No Longer Human and Flowers of Buffoonery, and so I was desperate to read self-portraits as well. I haven't read the blurb because I don't want to. I want to go into this one completely blind because Osamu Dazai, again, is an instant buy author. They're very existential, nihilistic, depressing, but also have so much personality and charm and wit that I love these books. A great Japanese writer. This one is called The Love of Singular Men by Victor Heringer. I think that the publishers have sent me a few extra ones, which is so kind of them. In the suburbs of Rio de Janeiro, one summer in the 1970s, a family, a husband and wife, their daughter, and their crippled teenage son Camillo, take in an orphan named Cosme. The boys unexpectedly fall in love, but an act of violence shatters their intimate world and changes their lives forever. Decades later, when Camillo returns to his hometown, he is haunted by his first love and the long shadow of Brazil's military dictatorship. At once an incisive and unforgiving study of Brazilian society and a fluid, queer, coming-of-age story. Incredible. Next, we have My Work by Olga Ravin. I have had my eyes on this for the longest time. It's written in a really interesting way. Like, a lot of the book seems to be written in verse, or these kind of like vignettes. In this radical, funny, and mercilessly honest novel about motherhood, Anna is utterly lost after giving birth. She and her family move to the unfamiliar, snowy city of Stockholm. Anxiety threatens to completely engulf the new mother, who obsessively devours online news and buys clothes she can't afford. To avoid sinking deeper into her depression, Anna forces herself to read and write. Aside from the baby element, why is this sounding so familiar? Like, tag yourself, I'm that. My Work is a novel about the unique and fundamental experience of motherhood. It mixes fiction, essays, poetry, memoir, and letters to explore the thorny, twisted ties between pregnancy, maternity, capitalism, work, art, individuality, and literature. Whoa, that is a book that truly does it all. That's such an ambitious project. I cannot wait to read that. This one is On the Calculation of Volume, a novel, and this is a proof copy. The grand opening of a speculative fiction septology. Does that mean 7? Yeah, so it's a 7-volume novel which rings enthralling and magical new dimensions from time and its hapless mortal subjects. Wow, 7 books, that's crazy. Is this the new Clarice Lispector? Shut up. This is Covert Joy by Clarice Lispector. I love Clarice Lispector. Her writing is absolutely incredible. From the massive treasure house of her hugely successful complete stories, gathered here are the most glittering gems of Clarice Lispector's short fiction. Whoa. The way Clarice Lispector writes is absolutely captivating. Like, I try normally when I'm reading to read with a pen in hand and I underline my favorite lines. With Clarice Lispector, it's genuinely not possible because I would underline everything. Every single line is perfectly crafted, speaks to some kind of human truth. It's just so observant. I love Clarice Lispector. This is really, really exciting. And these are like bite-sized chunks of her writing too, so if you need a place to start, Covert Joys, when does this come out? October 2024. Okay, something to look forward to. And then this is The English Understand Wool by Helen Dewitt, a modern amorality drama about a 17-year-old girl, the wider shores of connoisseurship, and the power of false Friends. Is it a play? This is so interesting. Oh no, it's not, it is prose. This is so interesting. Who is this publisher? I'm obsessed with them. I want to read everything they publish. It's so innovative and different. New Directions. Okay, is this what the Glee cast are doing now? If it is, or if it isn't, I'm very excited about this because these books sound amazing. Thank you, New Directions. Let's have a look in here. Wow. Okay, this is 100 Lovers, a poetry collection by Richie Hoffman. Thrillingly, deliciously frank, constructs temple to desire's shifting moods. That's a great review. This is Woke Up, No Light, poems by Layla Motley. Shut up. Oh my god. This is the author who wrote Night Crawling, which you have probably heard me talk about relentlessly. I love Night Crawling so much, and I always said it's such a treat when a poet writes fiction because it's so lyrical. And now I have her poetry too. Oh, I'm buzzing. In fact, I'm putting this to one side because I'm reading that as soon as I finish filming. This is Navola, a novel by Paolo Bacigalupi, the New York Times bestselling author of The Wind-Up Girl. The first in an all-new epic fantasy series, a stunning feat of world building inspired by Renaissance Italy. Okay, where intrigues are as sharp as stilettos and twice as dangerous. Okay. This is so generous. Oh my gosh, these are the two books that I requested. Oh my goodness. Where do I even begin? These are two of my most anticipated books of the year. Firstly, Wandering Souls by Tommy Orange. Tommy Orange wrote the book There, which I've been shouting about from the rooftops. It's this incredible Native American book where loads of different characters collide at a powwow and it is just stunning. The pacing is unlike anything I've ever read. I loved it. Wandering Souls is the eagerly awaited follow-up to Pulitzer Prize finalist Tommy Orange's breakout bestseller, There. A debut so fresh and urgent that it instantly became both a phenomenon and a modern classic. What did I say? In my most recent main channel video, I said in that video, that book is going to be a modern classic that people study in the future. This one is set in Colorado in 1864, and Starr, a young survivor of the Sand Creek Massacre, is brought to the Fort Marion prison castle where he is forced to learn English and practice Christianity by Richard Henry Pratt, an evangelical prison guard who will go on to found the Carlisle Indian Industrial School, an institution dedicated to the eradication of Native history and culture. Wow, I cannot wait to read Wandering Stars. This has been... Oh, and the character's name is Star. It's clever. I see what you did there, Tommy Orange. This has been my most anticipated book of the year for a really long time, so I'm gonna read it. Yes. And then this is Martyr. My housemate actually told me about this book because he said he really enjoyed reading it. It's by Kaveh Akbar. Electrifying and profound, brazen, profane, and often very funny, the first novel from the ferociously gifted young poet. You see what I said about when poets write fiction? So good. Kaveh Akbar heralds the arrival of an extraordinary new voice in contemporary fiction. Cyrus Shams, the novel's hero, is a young man grappling with an inheritance of violence and loss, a mother whose plane was shot down over the skies of the Persian Gulf in a senseless accident, and a father whose life in America was circumscribed by killing chickens on a factory farm in the Midwest. Cyrus is a drunk, an addict, and a poet. I feel like he's my kind of guy. Whose obsession with martyrs leads him to the mysteries of the past. A book that sees into every corner of the human heart. Say no more. That's everything I want and more. I'm so excited about this book. So thank you to Nop for sending me these books. Yeah, oh my god, I'm so pumped. What a great lineup of authors Nop have too, damn. Noted for when I want to publish my book. Nop, I will be calling you up. Let's hope someone answers. We'll see. What is this? Sour strips? Okay, this might not be books. These are sweets, which I'm very excited about. Look at these. Hey Jack, we hope you enjoy some sour strips. I love sour sweets, sour candy, so I'm very excited about this, I have to say. Snacks for while I'm reading these books. This is so generous, thank you. Oh my god, these make my mouth water just looking at them. Apple and berry. Okay, sign me up. Thank you so much. I have the sweetest tooth. This is a very similar package. Oh my gosh, is it more? No way. It's more. Whoa! Small size, big, sour flavor releasing June 7th at midday in Target. Okay, these also look great. I'm stocked up on snacks, so thank you so much to Sour Strips. Could this be more Sour Strips? The final boss of Sour Strips? This is the biggest package by far. What is this? Something about the White House. American History Tellers presents the hidden history of the White House. Wow, okay. Wow. I mean, that is a cool way to present your book, huh? From Wondery and HarperCollins. For 6 years and over 70 seasons, American History Tellers has brought you inside the White House for the stories that shaped the nation. Now we're bringing more of those stories to life in a brand new book. Aha, I see. So for fans of that podcast on Wondery, you can check out this book. Thank you so much to everyone who sent me books. This is so kind and generous. I feel like the luckiest person in the whole world, and also one who has a great summer of reading ahead of them. So thank you so much. Stay tuned for reviews of all of these books. I'm very excited. Over on my Goodreads, on my Storygraph, on Twitter, no, Threads, sorry, not Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, on my main channel over here, anywhere you get your content, I will be stalking you, tracking you down, and telling you about amazing fiction. So thank you for watching this video. All the best, stay in touch, and bye-bye.